We just did we were part of a TV show. I think it's so weird. Yeah. We're not allowed to say anything, you know?
Yeah, I don't know what I can and can't say, but I'll walk the line if you guys do.
Yeah. This is going to be a podcast of us saying, hey, we can't say that. Can't say that. I'm sorry, can't say
Welcome back to You Had to Been There.
Ooh, yeah. Are we freestyling?
Yeah, we...
Shut up. Really?
Just spit bars, Ben.
Hold on, wait for this beat.
Man.
Who is this?
Thaddeus J. McKee is co-hosting with the guy I mentioned previously.
This is so hard.
So good he called him Julius Breeze. And as always, there's a guest who be sure to please on
Bro, I love this.
Hi, and welcome to the Hotdog Brunch podcast. I'm your host, Dyke Michaels. With me, as always, my co-host, Thaddeus J. McKee.
Slappy Pappy went wah.
On the ones and twos, the wheels of steels, the sauce boss of Indianapolis, and the last woke dragon. Give it up for Zach Rohn.
Hey there.
And very special guest with us in studio, comedian, podcaster, and reality TV star, Ben Polizzi.
Hey. What's up? No.
Welcome to
Thanks
the
for having me, dude.
Yeah.
I love this. I've never been this excited to do a podcast in my life. This podcast over my podcast all days of the week.
Well, we wanted to have you on for a while, and you had to cancel the first time, and I'm glad because we were just in like an Anne Frank addict type situation, and this is way better.
Bro, you know why I had to cancel?
Why?
Because I had to do the show.
Oh,
yeah,
that's great.
So I was being real, like, I don't know if I can do that. I like had to get a lot of shit together before I went out there. And I was like stacking up content and trying to edit it all to like, you know, to pretend I was alive the whole time. I couldn't post for like however long I was out there. So it was like hectic. And you're like, can you do this podcast? I was like, damn, I really want to, but I don't think I can squeeze it.
How long were you gone for?
I don't know if I'm allowed to. Oh, no, I can. It was like a month and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because like I didn't realize that you were gone.
But it seemed, I tried to make it that way. But dude, it seemed like I was there for like almost 5 months.
Wow,
man.
Because it's just a different world.
Yeah, we just did we were part of a TV show. I think it's so weird.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to say anything, you know?
Yeah,
like,
no, I don't know what I can and can't say, but I'll walk the line if you guys do.
Yeah.
This is going to be a podcast of us saying, hey, we can't say that. Can't say that. I'm sorry, can't say
Welcome
that.
back to You Had to Been There. Okay, well, hey, let's actually circle back to it because I got a lot of stuff that I want to talk to you about. Ben, you're a fellow comedian on the local Indianapolis scene.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing comedy for?
Maybe like 3.5 or almost 4 years.
Yeah. Again, another thing that feels like way longer.
God.
It? Sometimes when I think about I've been only doing comedy for 5 years, like, it was 5 lifetimes, right?
It takes a long time to get good. Still going through it.
Yeah.
And what was your life track before then? Because you were like a professional broadcaster, right? Did you go to broadcasting school, or is it just something that you did for fun in college?
Yeah, I didn't know what to do in college because I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. So I just took communication, like every other person that doesn't know what they want to do with their life.
That's about right.
So I was like, I don't know what I want to do. And then, but I was like, I do like, I like design. Like I was really into like Nike uniforms and stuff like that. And I was like, if I had to pick something to do, I would just design uniforms like for college football teams. Like that was my shit.
Really?
Yeah. So I took art classes in college. And then right when I graduated from college, I worked for Lids, like the hat store, and I made logos and shit for Lids. But while I was working like at a desk on the computer, I was just listening to like sports talk shows and like funny comedians, and I was like, that's what I really want to do. Because I was like going to work to listen to like comedians, and I was like, that's what I want to do. And like earlier in my life, I you're like film like when you're younger and you go to your cousin's house and you're like filming like you guys dance, or you just do stupid shit like that. Me and my cousins used to make like Saturday Night Live like little like skits, and we'd compile them together, and like I don't know who, my sister knew how to edit them together, and then we'd like show our parents at the end of the night, and they'd be like, not funny, no, that was good. So they're like kind of judges of comedy. So I was just and that's like kind of, that was in the back of my head, like I kind of want to get back to doing that. And then
did you ever get pissed off when your parents gave you a thumbs down on a sketch? Like,
I mean, there were pretty good reasons, but I was like, deep down, that's funny. Like it might have been kind of bad, but So I stopped working the design job, started getting into like radio talk, sports stuff, started doing like some videos. That's where I met Joey Molinaro.
Now, are you a big sports guy?
I was, just because I played sports all my life, and that's kind of where I thought I should be, but it just wasn't in the cards. Like when I stopped playing sports is when I kind of stopped caring about sports, and now that we're into like nothing else matters. You know, it takes over.
I'm always amazed at comedians that are like up to date on all the.
How?
Like, yeah, I'm like,
how can you do anything else?
Where do you have time to learn all these statistics from? I have no idea.
Exactly. But I was working at the like sports radio stuff, and I met Joey Molinaro, and he's like, man, we're both working here. We both want to do funny shit. Like, you just want to make some videos like tomorrow before work or something? And I was like, yeah. So we started making funny videos, and then that started picking up a little bit of traction. Then I tried stand up for the first time, and that's what it was.
When did you get into the TikToking? Because you're not like a 21-year-old dude either. Like, like there had to been like a learning curve, or like, did you just take to it like a duck to water? I can't get my TikTok to do shit, by the way. So that's why I wondered. I'm just looking for tips and tricks.
You just gotta, like, I was kind of putting out stupid content that would kind of work well on TikTok looking back at it. And I would just post that like Instagram content onto TikTok randomly. And one time, one little short video of like, you know, those, it's like the Carvana, like all the vending machine for cars. I had an idea. And I was like, what if I pretend like my car's stuck in there, like it's a bag of chips or some shit? And I started kicking. I went outside by the Carvana and like set my phone up and just started kicking it. And I was like, my Lexus is stuck. And I didn't think, it was kind of like stupid. Yeah. Like people on Instagram, I might have like got like 7 comments of like, bro, you're an idiot. But on TikTok, it just went crazy. And it got like a couple million views, and I was like, oh, I guess I could just do this on TikTok. Like, then I just kept going from there and just started posting stupid stuff like that on TikTok, because it's like it's the groups of people on Instagram and TikTok are so different.
Yeah, your videos are so funny, and I like the fact that you like almost like a sketch show. You get the ones that work, you kind of keep going back to them and doing them. So like the dad humor stuff is really funny. What I have a question about that I feel like I missed the entry point of the joke. I feel like I got most of them, but like the foamy beer one, like the perfect pour. Where did the perfect pour come up from?
Bro, one night I just poured a beer and it was trash. And I was like, wait a minute, this is so like funny and dumb. I gotta take a picture of it. And I just posted it, and I was like, you know, much needed. Underneath. I think it's so funny every time. Yeah. And people were like, are you fucking serious? But like 3 people like got the joke, and there are 3 like cool ass dudes. So I was like, okay, I might be onto something here. Then I posted it again. They're like, get the fuck out of here. Like perfect pour. And then people just started tagging me in them. It's just the dumbest thing, bro.
I see it all the time.
It just doesn't get old to me. It might get old to you guys for sure. Let me know if it's getting really old. But like, I just think it's so funny. Like, because people are really out here pouring beers that bad, like, and serving them at bars.
I love it because we do stuff on the podcast that like we think is funny, and then every time I think something's gonna catch on, it's not the thing that catches on, but then it's the dumb thing I didn't see coming that I have.
Every time.
Remember, do you have this happen? This has to happen to you, especially like all the time. But like something you said on a podcast like 6 months ago, and then you run into people, and they're like, and they're like finishing. Hey, remember when you said this? It's actually that.
That's the best feeling ever. That is. I will kiss somebody if they come up and be like, "Yo, when you said that about it." Like one time, I worked at a. This dude just came up to me and said this, but I was explaining where I worked, and I was like, we got a new coworker. She's this like old like lady at the restaurant, and she was talking to me, and I was trying to describe the way she looked. I go, she just looked like a straight up cigarette. And I didn't think anything of it. And then this dude came up to me when he saw me. He's go, bro, when you said that lady looked like a fucking Marlboro, bro. It was so funny. I was like, I love you for that, man. But those moments, yeah, for sure.
I listened to you the first time we were supposed to have you on. I listened to a couple episodes just to kind of try to prepare, because I'll be completely honest, 99% of the time I do not enjoy listening to podcasts where it's just one person.
Yeah.
Because I like dialogue. And it's like eventually it just starts to sound like a manifesto. You know, you're just
shit.
like I love Bill Burr, but I can only listen to so much of his podcast because eventually it's just like, is he about to go shoot some people?
Oh God, I've had some of those too where I'm like, who am I now?
But
30 minutes into the podcast, I'm like, I need to turn this shit off.
But you always, I don't know if you always come in with a game plan or you're just that good at like riffing about your childhood. But
It is a lot about that.
you'll just get in these things. But I definitely have used the first 2 years of podcasting to just get shit off of my chest. And another thing, Zach. You know what I've been thinking?
Yeah.
But I found yours to be really enjoyable, and then
Thanks.
there's enough nuance where you change. You go to like you have questions of your fans and stuff, and answer them. That it was like I listened to the whole thing, and then but I was like, oh, it's over, and like I never got like bored or anything. Like that.
Thanks,
I enjoyed it
because that's my number one plan. As long as people are like wanting more.
Also,
obviously.
the episode that I randomly listened to, you told a story about me, which I really enjoyed.
Oh, dude, what was it? Because I
was-
remember you told me about that, and I was like, he listens to my podcast.
It was you gave me a ride to an open mic last year,
Bro,
or to
yeah.
a show last year, and then you got kind of lost, and I didn't think anything of it.
Oh, and I was like, this guy has to think I'm so fucking stupid. Bro, I don't even know how it happened, how I gave you a ride, because like it doesn't seem like you'd ever ask me to a ride anywhere.
Oh, trust me, Dyke will ask.
I was
anybody
like,
for a
all right,
ride.
fuck it. So I picked you up, and then I missed like 18 turns. Like, because I was just like thinking about shit, and I was kind of forgetting he was in the car, and I was like, damn, I usually miss all these turns when I'm by myself. But he was there. I was just like, he's got to think I'm like on something right now. And I was just like doing weird, like going down the one-way street the wrong way and shit. And I was like, this is crazy. But yeah, that was hilarious.
It's
dude.
weird to be listening to a podcast and like halfway through, like you're part of the like. I was like,
Yeah.
Wait, I was there for that.
Oh man,
Was that the
was
day
crazy.
you pitched that
did.
show for him?
That was it.
Yeah, I think that was
you-
Inception Day.
So you told tell the audience what you told him. You told him.
So we had a sketch idea based upon the fact that you were watching F-Boy Island.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yeah, and we had got so the original idea was, or maybe I don't even know if I was pitching the sketch idea or just telling you about the show, but we had a sketch idea where it was going to be like me and Thad and a bunch of people built like us, like on a reality show.
Yeah.
And then you were just going to be like the one, and then everyone's like, obviously we want him. What are you talking about?
Oh God, that's good.
Yeah.
Or the funnier inverse of just like, get this guy out of here. What's going on?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Stinking up the show. But yeah, I guess. So you said that was kind of the trigger point for you going on, which was
this is crazy. Yeah, I don't know how we were just
full
talking.
circle.
We just had nothing to talk about, and you're
And you guys were talking
in
about
the car.
FYI.
Well, you know, when you're just in the car, like I don't
Yeah.
talk to him all the time. I just,
Right.
you know, we
And I
joke
was like,
around, say like,
does this guy know how to drive? Like, where are we going?
but and you're just like, yo, have you ever seen the show or heard of the show F-Boy Island? And I was like, I think I've heard of it. He's like, bro, I thought it was gonna be like douchey. I watched this, it's gonna be super douchey, but like it's actually really good.
Yeah.
And I think you're like, duh, you should go on it. And I was just like, yeah, right. And I don't know. I'll just never forget that because I was like, he did tell me to go on this show, like while I was on it.
Yeah. And then the algorithm on your phone like put an application
That's probably it.
on there. Like, well, I was just talking about this.
Shit.
Okay. I guess.
So, for those of you out there, me bumming a ride can actually change the entire trajectory of your life.
Yeah, it's
For the
for
better.
good.
So
For
you
the
better
better.
fucking
Yeah,
pick
yeah.
Dyke up.
It's like Touch by an Angel, but Touch by a Dyke.
No, that's not the show. That's
Touch by a Dyke. Touch by the Dyke. Touch by the Dyke. Touch by the Dyke.
algorithm's not gonna like that one.
On CBS.
Coming this Sunday to CBS.
Well, yeah, it doesn't
The show
sound.
the censors don't want you to watch. So you have another bit out there that's very popular that you do. That's called. It's a very simple premise. Of
Yeah.
Who's buying this?
Right.
Can you tell us how that started off? What that's about?
I think it's just from like when I used to do videos with Joey. Like me and Joey Molinaro would make a video and it would be trash, and we were like, "Who's watching this, bro?" And we would not even put out the video. So at the end of every video we did together, we'd be like, "Who's watching this?" And then we'd be like, "We'd probably watch it," and then we'd post it. And then I just saw something stupid at a store one time, and it was a 7-Up cake.
Yeah.
And I looked at it and I was like, "Who the fuck is buying this?" And then I just started making it kind of like a game show. I was like, hopefully this will catch on. Fuck it, I'll put it on my story, see what happens. And I got the cake, and I was like, on another episode of Who's Buying This? And I showed it, Who's Buying This? And then people were like reacting like crazy. I don't know if it's because of like the setup or something, but it's more or less, it's the products. Like, they like it, it's quick, but like, bro, if you talk some shit about a 7-Up cake,
Yeah.
I guess I'm racist now. Oh my God. People are like, this motherfucking white boy. I was like, Jesus. I don't know. I just thought it was weird. Like, they're like, no, you have no culture.
Right.
We so kind of in your honor of that bit.
Oh man.
We decided that was going to be the theme of today's food. And so here's the thing, like I'll come up, or Zach and I will come up with an idea, and then we'll have completely different takes on it. And I think Zach completely nailed the assignment today more than I did,
dude.
Because
you guys crushed that shit.
We so we either picked. I think the idea was either to pick foods that you had already like put on, or my idea was to find some new ones. And I gotta give you a compliment. It is hard to find shitty foods when you're under the gun.
Yeah.
Like something that's going to be like funny. Like it has to be the right
it's a
amount of
weird,
shitty. You have to almost like see it naturally in the field. I'm scouring through like gas stations and grocery stores like, where's the fucking stupid product at? Where's the fucking stupid product? And it was actually way harder than I thought it would be, like to find something that stuck out as being that good. Because a lot of things are just like, man, that sucks. Or,
I know. It's always right in front of your face. It was like, for me, it was Spam. I was like, why am I looking for all this weird Dr. Pepper shit when Spam has been on the shelves just for fucking ever? And when I'm a kid, I'm like, what is that? And I was like, that's the one.
The two like old school products that I thought were funny that you picked out was Spam and the Yoo-Hoo, because it's just
Yoo-Hoo's just weird. Do you like it?
I wasn't a Yoo-Hoo kid. I wasn't like raised on it, so it was just always kind of there. But Zach, you were the one telling us it's not like real milk. What was it? It's not.
No, it's whey. So in the like in the cheese making process, like the liquid that comes from it is called whey.
No way.
And that's what they just make it chocolate flavored. So
it's not even milk.
It's not even milk. It's chocolate drink.
Chocolate drink. Made of
that's
whey.
crazy.
Like Little Miss Muffet style curds and whey.
It's either you love Yoo-Hoo or you hate it.
I love it.
Really?
It's probably one of the best chocolate drinks out there in the universe.
And I think a lot of the reason
I don't think it's one of the best, but I think it's okay.
Well, listen, it's one of the best because it's still around. And anyways, that is a bad argument, but like,
I mean, but kind of true.
I think it's
so are
like
the Cleveland Browns.
Well, that's true. Here's the thing. If you have something when you're a kid, like I remember going to a gas station, the specific one, my dad was friends with the owner, and he would stop and talk to the guy, and then I'd have a Yoo-Hoo. He'd buy me a Yoo-Hoo to probably shut me up. And I guess it's abusive drink. No. Anyways, everybody be silent.
5 seconds. 5 seconds.
No, but like basically you just drink it as a kid and then like it makes those memories. That's why it's the best to me.
I gotta sit like this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was a drink that reminded me of my dad talking to a stranger. So the first Yoo-Hoo drink the first course was made with Yoo-Hoo.
Oh,
and
really?
That was
I just thought you put that on the table because you had no fit for it.
No, the steak was marinated overnight in Yoo-Hoo. It was a Yoo-Hoo.
Shut the fuck up.
Yoo-Hoo marinated steak, egg and cheese biscuit. That's what it was.
Yeah, I was I was getting it. I was like, okay. But the first course, I was like, there's nothing that I've done in this.
So yeah, it was the.
Did I do something with steak? I was like trying to look back through my TikTok. I was like, what?
So that was like the
that's crazy.
The difference. I think I feel like all my stuff I would try to like hide it in the dish, and all of Zach's was like to the nth degree of the dish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we hit it from different angles.
No, that's perfect, man. But the first one really got me. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, well, so you can. I was looking at it and was like, people marinate steaks in milk, and it breaks down and tenderizes the meat a little bit.
The most cow shit ever.
So I don't know really what it did, but like I'm not sure what it did to the steak, but it was marinated in Yoo-Hoo overnight.
Damn, man.
What was your first dish there?
So I did I went with flaming hot theme for mine. I did chicken and waffles, but I marinated the chicken in flaming hot Mountain Dew overnight, and then I fried it and dusted it with flaming hot Cheetos dust, and then I took Takis and ground them up and made waffles with them, and so I made a blue waffle to put on top of it, and then some crunch berry syrup from the.
Oh man, did you use the other one though? There's like a red syrup too.
There's a Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, there's a Fruity Pebble. I got each of them because I didn't know which one I was going to use.
Yeah,
they were both so bizarre.
Dude, that was. I'll never forget that, man.
I bought the stuff and it looked disgusting, and I drank the
it was
soda,
so good,
but it turned out pretty decent.
Fire.
I was really happy about that.
I feel like so when you marinate something, how did you marinate the?
I poured the Mountain Dew in the chicken and put it in the fridge overnight. Just let it. When they came out, they were orange. They were terrible looking. I think the thing was it was really off-putting because it was like bright blue and bright like orangish red.
That's my shit.
Which I don't think there's any real foods that look anything like that.
No, it looked like dinner that like a clown from hell would make. That looks like something
that sounded like it's laugh.
It looked like it was made by a Juggalo chef.
So good, man.
But surprisingly delicious, and also. I think everyone that was up there at some point made a comment about how much they actually loved the flaming hot Cheeto Mountain Dew.
No, it's really good.
You said you liked it?
It was not bad, especially like with a mixed drink.
Oh, nice.
That's what I do.
Yeah, straight up, that is some psycho shit to just like drink a flaming hot Mountain Dew like on your way to work.
By yourself.
Yeah, but it's got to be like with alcohol.
Like you're going through problems.
Yeah, dog. Like you need a bite like that.
Today I'm going to stand up to the boss.
Yeah.
I'm drawing a blank here. Oh, and the next one. So Spam. I've had.
Wow.
We've made Spam on the show before. The thing is with Spam is it has just a very distinct flavor, and I was just trying to get rid of that flavor as much as possible, but still use an entire brick can of Spam.
Oh, it's a brick.
And so I was like looking up different things, and I was thinking about like deep frying it. I was just trying to think of all this stuff, and then I was like, I'm just gonna try to make a chili with it. And then I was like, it's 4th of July weekend, so we'll do like chili dogs. And I got to tell you, man, that like I would eat that Spam chili. Like I made a bunch of it, and I'm going to eat it.
Oh yeah.
But it actually it hides the Spam, but still has I mean, that could be anything, I guess, in there. It could have been tofu. It could have been whatever.
Dude, I
Lug
think
nuts.
Spam's what distinct like. You're trying to not taste the Spam. Like, what are you trying to
well, it's just,
not taste?
It's so salted, right? Like it's just kind of like a meat sludge that's so salted that I mean it stands for squirrels, possum, and mice, right? Is that what it stands for?
I don't know.
Right.
Really?
Hit the bomb button.
Yeah,
God damn it.
Oh, you guys actually have a sound?
Yeah.
Oh, hit it one more time.
Come on, man.
Just keep it ready. Just keep it ready there.
I mean, yeah.
But yeah, so chili cheese dog, I don't know, and then I just did a regular like kind of Italian brat with it because hot dogs are kind of boring, you know. Like it gotta be the only time I really want a hot dog is like at a baseball game.
That's it.
Like every once in a while at a cookout, but
Or if you're driving by a hot dog stand.
Yeah, you ever gone to like Garcia's?
I gotta get a hot dog every day.
Whenever they're available.
Whatever. I'll admit it. Or if I'm at a car wash or a Formula One race.
Every event. Or just at my house on a Thursday.
Ever had hot dog stew? Mm-mm. I think it's a real.
Who's making that?
I feel like it's
on
a real.
Another episode.
It's a real. I feel like it's a real white trashy kind of food, but it's pretty good. It's pretty damn good.
I thought Spam was great when I cooked it.
Yeah.
I mean, I ate it raw because I didn't know anything about Spam.
Oh,
no.
you just
I
housed it.
raw dogged some Spam, and people were like, "Bro, you got to cook it." And I was like, "Yeah, true." And then I cooked it and ate it with like an egg, and I was like, "I get it."
Yeah.
So good.
It's big in like Hawaiian cuisine and stuff like that. They eat it with rice and like seaweed wrap and everything.
People were coming at my head after I did the Who's Buying This on Spam. They're Hawaiian people, duh. I'm like, sorry, I've never been to fucking Hawaii. Like, are you flexing on me right now?
Isn't there a unique history though with Spam? Like it was made in war times and to like be conserved.
Yeah, the Spam for Victory adverts. Yeah, I think it was like, was it a British product?
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't know there was gonna be.
I thought you were
quiz,
trying to fuck with us. And he was like, actually, bitch.
If there's one thing I do, I don't joke. That's not something I do.
And then what was the other one? I always I don't. That's why we need
I
the
wrote
menus
them
down
down.
here.
The ice cream?
No.
Oh,
before the ice
God.
cream. Oh no, the ribs. Oh, the ribs that were marinated in the Dr. Pepper Dark Berry Zero. First of all, it sounds like a military operation. Go.
Dr. Pepper, Dark Berry Zero.
That's how they killed Bin Laden.
Just how he drank one, passed out. So good.
We fucking got him, man. He drank the whole can.
Holy shit. 23 flavors.
Oh, that's...
I don't know. Like, it was a weird thing growing up. Like, did you have any family members that like? I always remember there was like somebody that would do like a ham marinated in like Coke. Like,
Oh, yeah. Nobody did that in my... I've heard of that.
yeah. So I was just like, well, you could put any kind of meat in any kind of soda. I feel
Right,
like.
and I feel like Dr. Pepper is the one that you would use, too. I just feel like it would be perfect for like a...
Do people use club soda to marinate? You said any type of soda. You said any type of soda. Club, no one does club soda.
Almost any type of soda. But Dr. Pepper, that was my only find. That was the only thing that I found that I was like, what the fuck is this? And, but
that's a good one.
But that, like, it looks so ridiculous and it's so unreasonably wordy. But like,
It really is. Put more words on that damn can, bro. Oh man, I didn't even know.
There's so much that they're trying to fit in here too.
Yeah,
so
like, how do I
Zero
stack all
dark
these-
berry, zero dark berry, Dr. Pepper, and don't forget Jurassic World.
Yeah, how did that slip in there? Is that even in theaters?
yeah, but yeah.
Like,
See
nah,
the
it's from
movie.
8 years ago.
I'm like, was that? Yeah, there has to be. I bet someone in the movie's drinking a fucking dark berry Dr. Pepper.
Dude, we spent so long on this Dr. Pepper, we should be sponsored by them. hey, Dr. Pepper, if you're listening, we like you.
I'll be a dark berry influencer.
A dark berry. Ooh.
How much? I mean, come on,
should be
you have
that.
actual sponsorships. How much money would it take for you to just to plug the worst? Like if
Oh, I'd do it.
like if Yoo-Hoo was like, hey, actually, do you want to be the
Okay,
Yoo-Hoo man?
don't say the worst with Yoo-Hoo. I just told you an intimate story.
I
with
would.
my dad.
I would do anything. Once sponsors come along, I'm down. I did a feet finder sponsor.
Excuse me.
What's the
Feet
list?
finder's like a website. Like if you like feet, you go to feetfinder.com, look, and browse.
Different types of feet.
Like
Yeah.
women's feet or just?
Guys too. They reached out to me and they're like, dude, you want to do a feet finder ad?
I have.
And I was like, how much? And they're like, that. And I was like, what do I have to do? And they're like, this, it's easy. And I was like, bet.
Okay.
I've had so many women say that they've had dudes ask them for feet pics that I like anytime I'm
Very
in
trendy.
anytime in a room now, because I'm not a feet guy, but anytime in a room, I'm like, okay, by odds, one of you guys is a feet guy. Like one of you guys is a foot dude.
Not it.
Has to be.
Not it.
I'm not. I mean, I appreciate great looking feet, but I'm not like, that's not the first thing.
Like if they have them, it's cool. Like I'm just saying, I'm not.
If they
Like,
have them, it's
Yeah.
cool.
if not, like, that's cool too. But
right. Is that what we're talking about?
yeah, just literally just their feet.
I think people like someone that could like look, I'm not trying to kink shame here, but like someone that's like has to like search out celebrity feet, like that's part of your
that's-
day.
That's crazy.
Or like there's women I know that like is it like famous comedians and stuff that like hide their feet, for like they don't want their feet out there.
Yeah,
Like it's
like put an emoji over them, like
Yeah,
on a picture.
Like
or
it's a
something.
boob.
yeah. Well, because
These are boobs or butts or any other private parts to other people. Sorry, I didn't want to exclude any private parts. the private
Name
part
five
community. Hey, where's the balls? You didn't say us. Why did you mention the balls? But I'm just saying, like,
feet are the boobs of the legs. Is what I'm trying to say.
oh man.
Thank you. This off-camera drink scenario has been very entertaining to me for the best.
a relay.
Yeah,
like,
well,
stick.
Her first idea was to roll one over, and it just rolled halfway and then stopped.
Rolled
behind
back
you.
to her.
Like, this is great. And
That
then
didn't make sense on the podcast at all.
no, that's fine.
It's a good visual.
We went from an audio only podcast where everything was theater of the mind. So I think it's good that we leave a little bit out. You know, there's people in our blind spots that are just doing stuff. And then I think the most creative course was the dessert.
Oh my God,
Zach Rohn.
I was just praying.
Round of applause.
I wish we had an applause button.
Yeah, no, so I took
Okay.
He's like, shut up.
I don't have an applause button.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, do we?
Yes, we do. Oh my gosh, you didn't know.
Oh,
It's too late now. Turn it off.
It was Zach the whole time.
no, but I found a Wendy's frosty cereal. So I made an ice cream out of the cereal that was
Which is
based
crazy.
on ice cream.
Yeah.
And then I stirred in those. You ever had those potato sticks? I stirred those in as the French fries.
What are those usually on though? Potato sticks. Like, what's the real
I don't
use
know.
for them?
I think they're just like
They're
people's
great.
grandma's house.
Oh,
I
like
think-
on hash browns, maybe.
I think people put them on top of like casseroles and shit, like
Oh,
maybe mac
yeah.
and cheese or like
Nice.
Thanksgiving casseroles.
Yeah, but no, that was that. I had those together, and I thought it turned out really nice.
It was really good.
Dude, that
But,
was
like-
that was the best ice cream I've ever had. I swear to God, man.
The idea of
It was
taking
so different.
a Wendy's Frosty, because that's the go-to, right? That's how you eat the Wendy's Frosty. You dip the French fry in it, right? Like,
That was
and
perfect.
so like breaking it all down, making a cereal out of the ice cream making
Inside
ice
out, you
cream
said
out
it
of the
earlier.
cereal out of the ice cream it's made out of. It's a real like.
A real mind fuck of an ice cream.
It is. And then putting the potato sticks in, like I think just on execution alone, like that didn't even have to taste good to impress me, but it was really fucking good.
so good. I was praying that the last course would be dessert, and that was just. Bro, you could like pitch that to Wendy's.
I know. That's what I think we need to tag the shit out of them because I mean
The
we should be-
crunch.
yeah.
It's great.
We're gonna go after some corporate sponsors. And speaking of corporate sponsors, let's pay some bills, and we'll be right back with Ben Polizzi.
Hotter Brunch. Yeah, you're listening to Hotter Brunch. Hotter Brunch.
Hi, and welcome back to the Harder Brunch podcast. We're here talking to Ben Polizzi. Ben, we've been trying to. You make so much content, so much video content. You're really good.
Thanks, man.
Do you put stuff out every day? It seems like, or damn
I
near?
try to get on the story every day. I think it's kind of weird. I feel like sometimes people hit me up and they're like, "Where you been today?" And I'm like, "Holy shit!" So I try to get on my story every day. Probably post like 2 or 3 times a week. 3 times a week would be a good week.
What's something that you put up that you thought was going to be a hit and it was just a fucking dud?
Oh man, there's like all of them. I don't know. I can't really think of one. Oh God. Okay, me and Molinaro put out like a robot boyfriend that you can buy for Valentine's Day. And we thought it was so funny, and we just got ripped to shreds. Oh my God, bro. People hate me to this day on Twitter.
Because the robot boyfriend?
Yeah, because it just sucked. And no, but me and Joey were like, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, and you know, I always like make some content and send it to like a couple people. And I'm like, yo, am I like crazy? Or is this funny? And they're like, no, it's good. Post. You know, you always got like your people. And they're like, yeah, dude, send it. Sent it. And people are like, bro, Joey, you never miss. There's still time to delete. Like it hurt.
So, like, how deep into the comments are you?
I usually like you can kind of like I feel it out. Like I'll look at the comments right after posting. I'm like, okay, this is a good video, or like, whoa, no one said shit yet. Like,
do you respond or you just kind of look? Do you ever respond?
I respond
back
to the ones that are good. Like I'll pin them and respond for sure because they deserve it. But I mean, there's a lot on there that are just kind of like emojis, and it's like thanks, but like.
Thanks, 3 eggplants.
No, it really does. Like when people comment, I'm like, bro, thank you so much. Or even a retweet. Retweets are huge. That's like part of your feed. But the good comments, they get.
I feel like you're an expert like in this field. So we put together a piece of content, and we're gonna debut it right now on the show. And all I would like to get is your feedback. Okay, this is something that we put together. I think we have to actually take our headphones off to hear it in studio, but we're gonna cue it up here. This is the first time.
God.
Gen Z can't stop raving about the Harder Brunch Patreon.
Patreon.com/harderbrunch slaps.
No cap, the Harder Brunch podcast is bussin' on God.
Move over, Boomer. Gen Z's here to talk to you about the Harder Brunch Patreon.
Harder Brunch podcast on Patreon, $3 a month, low key a steal.
The Harder Brunch podcast deadass has me bricked up every day.
Swear to God.
Listen to these all totally real testimonials.
No, like I'm getting paid to do this. Don't worry. Yeah. No, you think I do this for free? No.
The Harder Brunch podcast deadass slaps.
Sound younger.
The Harder Brunch podcast deadass slaps.
Just go to patreon.com/harderbrunch.
The Patreon After Brunch podcast hits different. That shit makes you feel shit.
There it is. That's our first After Brunch Patreon commercial.
Woo! There it is.
How do we do, Ben Polizzi?
I love that.
Does that work?
That had it all, dude. Honestly, wasn't too long. So if I'm rating that, I'm watching now. Like I'm subscribing.
Nice.
Hey,
Are you dropping?
How much is it? It's $3.
It's only $3.
Shit, mine's $5. Damn. What
yeah.
am I doing over here?
We could do a Patreon swap.
Should.
I mean, you're gonna come out ahead on that deal. $2 ahead. I should just do that with all my friends.
should
all
do
of a
it.
sudden,
We
I
should.
just have like $100 Patreon bill at the end of the month. So many Patreons. Cool. And also shout out to Zach for editing all that together. I feel like we get co-credit on that. It was my
Great acting.
originally. Well, we dipped into the well of talent. We dipped deep into the well. Also, it's like, it's surprising how weird it is to lure 3 Gen Zs into a basement. Like, hey guys, I got a sketch idea. Want to come over to my basement?
I don't know if we need to use the word lure. I don't think there was any luring.
I mean, I made a trail of candy down here. How do you think? There's a trail of jewel pods.
Okay.
No.
It wasn't a bomb, but it wasn't like something I'd want to say again.
I liked it.
Oh my god. All right. Yeah, just leave that up there. That's nice. I feel like I'm in a
Looks
cool.
good. Who made the art for that?
That was Zach. It was producer Zach.
Did you make the art for the Harder Brunch logo too?
No.
Who did that, bro?
That's
that
our-
alone
that's our
made me
graph-
want to watch.
That's our graphic designer, Ross Schaefer. Shout out Ross Schaefer.
I love it, man.
He's like a legit graphic designer.
Oh yeah, you can tell.
Like,
I love that.
I
That's
used-
the best podcast logo I've ever seen.
I used to have a food truck, and he did like all the graphic design stuff for the food truck. And I watch, like, it's weird when someone's just so good at their job. Like, hey man, could you kind of do this? I don't know. I was thinking, and you just throw like 3 things at them, and then they just kind of like
Boom. Yeah.
compile them together, which was very interesting because I didn't know that you had that like artistic design bug. Like,
A little bit. It helps with like in our world, like flyers and merch.
yeah. Is there gonna be? Do you think within the next 5-10 years, is there gonna be like a Nike, like Ben Polizzi, like?
Oh man,
I need those Ben 10s.
that was my bucket list.
The Ben 10s.
Ben 10s. I wanted to be the first. I still want to be the first comedian sponsored by Jordan. I think that'd be so cool.
Sponsored by Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan brand has like athletes, and they have like I don't know. I think I don't know if they have a comedian yet.
No comedians yet.
There might be like a musician or some shit.
Kevin Hart's not on that shit yet.
I
Kevin
think
Hart's
he's
on
just
Nike.
Nike. Yeah, I don't know if there's a Jordan one, but I was like, yeah.
Is there a comedian with Reebok?
Yeah.
Because
Ziggs.
I want that if it's open. Like,
Yeah.
huh?
I'm more of a New Balance Asics kind of.
Is there Crocs?
No, Derek James would have the New Balance game
K-Swiss.
locked up.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Hey, Swiss.
what was the one you put?
Skechers.
What was the one you put the penny in? Do you remember that? You put the little penny in the pocket.
Really?
Yeah. Or like Ruse or something.
I don't know.
It was like old
Oh, it
school.
has to be. Yeah,
All
that
these-
makes sense.
Yeah, but they're Aldi brand shoes.
You have to
In the
take
cart.
them off. You have to have a quarter to take them off. Yeah, all these shoes are great. That's what I want.
Nothing makes me feel like more of a fucking baller. Like I'm just fucking generationally wealthy when I leave the quarter in the fucking thing and give it to someone else. I'm like, I don't even need that quarter. Here you go. Because there are some weeks when I do need the quarter. Like, no, ma'am, I'm going to have to take that back.
Yo, we were talking about this earlier. We're talking about like brands and stuff like that.
Yeah. My question was like, what brand would you want to tweet for? So Twitter, or if these brands like Aldi's or Arby's, they have their own tweeters. They have their own professional tweeters. And I was wondering, if you were going to be working for one of these restaurants, fast food, whatever, who would you want to tweet for?
Wow, that's a great question. Do you know? Does anyone have theirs like locked and loaded?
Yeah, I think I know. I'm pretty confident. I think I would want to tweet for Taco Bell.
Oh, okay. Taco Bell. Why Taco Bell?
Just because it's just, I feel like Taco Bell is so cool that they don't even need social media. Like everybody, it's just like consensus.
Sure.
Like Taco Bell's like the cool kid on the block for the fast food stuff. Doesn't it seem like that? Like you're going there late. It's all trendy. They're switching it up. They're putting like Cheez-Its and Crunch Wraps. They're just doing cool shit.
They're doing cool.
But I think that if they had a Twitter, they'd just be out of this world.
I never thought of Taco Bell as cool, but like it always seemed like.
Oh, I think so.
What? Ubiquitous. I think like it's just always there, right? Like it's just everywhere. But I never thought of it except for
like if you're gonna hang out with a fast food restaurant for
you're
a
gonna hang out with Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I think I'd kick it with Taco Bell.
Okay.
Like you're like, all right, what's that? He doesn't really give a shit.
Have you seen the new like Super Taco Bell that they're like building?
Looks like a bank.
Yeah, it does.
Do you have to steal for the other, do a heist to get the food out?
Ski masks. Give me nachos Bel Grande. Hands up.
There's a few things that like I'm always like, if I won the lottery, if I just like had fuck you money, or maybe possibly just in like normal retirement, like there's a few like there's a few fancy like really weird like McDonald's all over the globe, and there's a few same thing with Taco Bell. How fun would it be just to travel around and just like visit?
Oh man,
like there's McDonald's that you can only get to by like snowmobile. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yo,
like who's going to that? Honestly, like how their numbers?
Rich people, I guess. They're like,
I want a Big Mac. So,
but who's working there? You gotta take a 2-hour snowmobile ride into work.
Yeah, sorry, our frosty machine's down.
There's a Taco Bell in I believe Malibu that's like people get married there and shit, and like it's
so
like
weird.
It's like for Instagrammers, and like it. You know what? I would pitch that as a TV show. I'd pitch that as just send me around to these like world's craziest fast food places.
Because when you do see like a different looking McDonald's, you have to say something. You're like, oh yeah, McDonald's.
Yeah. You know, like, it's a castle. Why is the McDonald's a castle?
You have to say so. It's interesting.
Have you been to the McDonald's restaurant?
Wait.
The sit down restaurant.
They're all restaurants.
That'd be so funny if you were just asking about the normal McDonald's. Have you been there though? Like the normal one?
Okay.
They got fries. They got a milkshake. Like
no, like where you have a server and they're dressed up really fancy.
Oh,
but
it's
they
like
serve the same stuff,
like a full service.
Yeah, there used to
but
be,
it's like gourmet.
Yeah, there used to be one up in Lafayette.
Yeah.
I forget what they called it, but there was they had a special name too.
Yeah, like no shorts in there. Like it's very fancy.
Wait, there's a dress code?
Yeah, I don't think there was a dress code, but like it was definitely table service.
Or are you talking about
implied.
people?
The dress code's implied because it's so fancy. Like they take your order and like it's like you have to put your like napkin on your lap and stuff. And
can we bring that up? Do we have the ability to do that?
Yeah.
I gotcha.
So who would you tweet for?
Oh man! Also, real quick before you, I just saw a thing online where there was some mall somewhere where they found an entire like old school Burger King that was unearthed. Like they just like walled it up and they just found it like completely intact. It was like an 80s or 90s,
like ancient ruins.
Yeah, I was like, oh, here we have the ancient Burger King. Like they just like every like napkins were still out and stuff. Like everything they just like walled it off, and it was like just inside a mall for like the past 20 years.
Was it near like a nuclear zone or something?
No. Just I think somebody was like, yeah, we don't know what to do. Like, just shut that door.
Yeah,
it's like everybody just quit at the same time. We're done.
You always hear those wild stories about like people like there was like somebody like a group of kids or like teenagers. I think they were like early 20s. I'm just obviously lying here. I mean, they were the boxcar children, but they were also senior citizens. No, but they were like, there was like a group of like people that were like living inside of a mall for free for like over a year.
No.
Like they figured out a way to like get
kind
it.
of my fantasy.
Yeah. And then they just slowly started bringing in like a lamp and a rug. They slowly started bringing stuff in, and they had a full
Like, where were they though?
like apartment.
In
it was
Macy's, like by
it was like somewhere like you would go in, you would go down a corridor, and then like basically end up in like a weird part of the mall that just wasn't used. And then they would slip under a thing, and then there was like another door, and then it was just like this room that just nobody ever went into for like over a year.
You could make a killing with that at the Circle Center Mall.
Yeah.
Nobody's been in that bitch for like 20 years.
Yeah.
It's called Helium Comedy Club. I've heard that there was a joke told there once, and on cold, moonless nights, you can still hear people laughing.
I always think about that when I go in a mall. I'm like, I wonder if I really tried, could I like sneak in and spend the night here, or would they catch me?
That'd
You
be
ever
a
think
fun,
about that?
like, just reality TV show for one day.
That would be cool. That would be
Then
cool.
I think
Like,
that's-
I spend the night in the mall?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, I would be down.
white people's dreams and black people's dreams are a bit different because my thought on that is like that's how I died. That's how I get shot. I'm trying to play a
I'm
fun
like, I'm gonna
prank.
make a YouTube video.
Yeah.
Get out of the clears! Put your hands up!
I think that story ends differently. I think you get 1 million views on TikTok. I get 60 bullets.
Yeah. So did you choose your restaurant that you would tweet for?
Oh, it doesn't have to be a restaurant. It can be anything.
Anything.
Any
My
business.
second choice was maybe just to get your brain moving or something in a different
Please.
direction.
Please get it moving.
Trolley bright crawlers candy.
Oh.
Okay.
I think if it's just one of those weird candies that are kind of like afterthoughts, had a nice Twitter, you'd be like, we'll get that on the road trip.
I know what it would be. Symphony Chocolate Bar.
Oh, okay.
What is that?
Symphony Chocolate Bar is a chocolate bar made
buying this?
by Hershey. That was it's actually the same ingredients of a Hershey bar, but in different proportions. And you can get ones that come in two. They come in blue and red. The blue is made with toffee added to it, and that's my jam. Is the toffee one, and it's weird because it's like something you would think is like an old people candy bar.
Those are the best.
But everyone sleeps on it, and they're everywhere. Like if you go into a CVS,
I gotta look it up.
it's on the shelf
They're
right
really
now.
good.
And I never hear anybody talking about it. And if they would send me like a symphony like tracksuit or like a
God, that would hit.
dude, I would wear that drip. I would be
No
the symphony
way.
guy. I would shoot all the ads inside Hershey Park.
Yeah.
Nobody knows
Yeah.
what this is, dude. Do they only sell it in that big brick?
Yeah.
I don't think
It's
they've
like,
done
you
that.
can't get. It's not like at a gas station.
There's no fun size of the symphony bar.
This shit is
don't even
hard.
try. Dude, you know what? I might fuck around and for Thanksgiving, for Halloween this year,
all symphony bars.
just symphony bars and just make it rain to kids.
Kids are like, what the?
And by make it rain, I mean the first 10 get one. Then we're done for the day.
But I like the
This
idea
is
of the
wild.
symphony tracksuit, like with the beige, and oh man, those colors would be dope.
When's the last time they made a commercial? Because I feel like it's been
Bro,
like
I
the
think
mid '90s.
I googled it. It's like I think it was in the 90s.
And it was that
80s
song.
and 90s. It was a bunch of people. It was an orchestra. No, that's the commercial they should make.
They did do that with that song. That's I think where I first heard it. Symphony, that's time.
So
Yeah,
I love
it is.
that song.
I'll bet you $5 right now.
I think you're trying to bury a false memory. I feel like you're trying to
No,
implant.
I will bet you $5 right now.
All right. Well,
So this is like your candy. Like
that's
this is
mine. That's my
number
100%.
one pick in the candy bar.
That's my
draft.
first draft. Yeah.
Crazy. What's two? Like what is
Well,
happening
you just
here?
blew my mind. Well, that it's such an underdog that I'm just all in. You know,
Oh god.
it's such an underdog that I've just always been like, yeah, symphony. That's
I'd wear the Symphony Shoes.
yeah.
Dude, just a shirt with
want-
that on it?
You
Would
want them
kill.
Ben 10 Jordans? I want them Dyke
Symphony.
Symphonies. No,
Well,
again, that goes.
there's not a button for that, but there needs to be a Dyke Symphony.
I want them Jordan Symphonies. That's what I want. I want them. Maybe it's actually I'm an Adidas guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
so-
can't, man. I got this weird thing where I can't wear Adidas.
What?
I don't know what it is. I'm
I
just
know
like
what it
ever
is.
since I was a kid, I just wore Nikes and I was like, ew, I hated Adidas. Ew.
Really?
And now I just like for some reason I can't do it.
I was always I like the Adidas Leaf over the Mountain. I don't fuck
For
with the
sure.
Mountain at all, but the old
Leaf
school, the
is
Leaf, I can rock that
with you.
all the time. All the time. What was yours?
Mine's the Waffle House, hands down, hands down, and it would just be, we're sorry every day. Sorry about that.
Just apologies.
That would be so funny.
Yeah, just
Did
a
you see
different-
for some reason somebody took the Radio Shack.
Yeah. It was a
Twitter.
It was a crypto bro.
Like Radio Shack, obviously not a company anymore, and I think like the second they gave up their Twitter handle, like we're done with
Someone
Twitter,
took it.
someone grabbed it, and now it's hilarious.
No way.
But it's still Radio Shack, and everybody's just like, "Is Radio?" Like the first, I was like, "Is Radio
Can we
Shack
pull the
still?"
tweet?
It's still
It made me want to shop at Radio Shack.
it's blue check marked, and like they were talking about get you a girl that squirts, and everybody was like,
so
"What
funny.
is Radio Shack doing?"
Who said that? Radio Shack said
Radio
that?
Like it was like it was your homie.
Yeah, like,
My dog Radio Shack is doing what?
He did what?
Like you need to call him and put him in check.
Man, is he doing okay?
Old Shack.
But if you
up to no good again.
like not to get nerdy, but like if you think about it,
Not to get
Oh, please get nerdy.
Everybody's real
nerdy.
smart play. Like you scoop up the intellectual property for like what, maybe $100,000, and they're launching basically like crypto is kind of going into the toilet right
Think so,
now.
too.
So you're trying to launch this crypto thing. How do you create a buzz? Oh, we just bought because it's
creative.
all of the Radio Shack IP. It's none of their actual like holdings, properties, physical stuff, but it's like anything branded Radio Shack they own now. So they got
did that for real?
Yeah, so
you
they-
looked up an article on it or
so
something?
yeah, so they got they bought all the IP, right? They own Radio Shack intellectual property. And so along with that comes the Twitter that is already checkmarked, and then they start doing this.
Bro.
Like for what they did this week alone, and it all redirects to their crypto, whatever, you know. I'm just
That's
like, this
so
is actually
cool.
pretty smart. Like if they got a good deal on it, if they spent less than like 20, you know, or like less than like, I don't know, $500,000 on that,
Yeah, that's a deal.
it's pretty smart play.
Yeah.
And then
Because people are going to start coming to them for ads and stuff, and they're going to make way more money off of that than what.
who was the first? Because Wendy's was like the first like
Were they?
regular company that started being like spicy and
I
like.
remember KFC was pretty
Was it
cool.
racy?
I mean, they did some weird things. Like they got rid of all the people they were following except for like a handful of people named Herb and then the Spice Girls.
Smart.
So it was this, herbs and spices, and then they released that the romance novel. The
Oh, yeah, they're pretty.
yeah they've done some pretty cool marketing things.
But were they first?
I don't know if they were first because Taco Bell. I don't know. I consider like some of the products Taco Bell's been doing, like because they did like those like Crunchberry things where they would like fry them or whatever. I mean, because they've been doing like or the mashups with Doritos.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Because I agree, they're a pretty coolly branded company.
Yeah.
What's the new one? The Cheez-It Gordita. Have you seen that?
Man, I got to
Just,
get
like,
that.
serve-
I asked for it at a Taco Bell 2 nights ago, and they're like, no, they only like test market that in like Florida or something like that.
Yeah.
They had a Cheez-It like Pizza Hut like calzone or something.
God.
That was crazy.
I love food crossovers like that.
How dope would it be to like be like you're from a small town somewhere, but your small town has the test market Taco Bell, so you're just always getting the fucking wild shit.
That'd be dope.
So Peoria,
People would live there for that.
Peoria
right?
is one of those test market cities. So when I lived there, you'd get all sorts of shit like Wrap Snacks. They made their debut there, and then I remember Pimp Juice, the energy
doesn't?
drink or whatever.
Right.
They also did it. They also had this this DVD product that it was DVDs that would expire, so you would rent them. And then in 2 days, the thing would like dissolve and you couldn't read it anymore. So you just have to throw the disc away.
What?
Yeah, they were crazy.
Oh, like the DVD player
The
couldn't read
DVD
it?
itself would degrade.
And they just throw.
Yeah.
Would it ruin your DVD player?
No. Just the disc would wear out.
That's
and then you
crazy.
It was like
That's
a
a good
Mission
idea.
Impossible
Yeah,
DVD.
yeah.
You have
They're
2
like-
days to watch this movie.
They're like, how can we make more pollution?
Because I think it was when Netflix was still only mailing discs that you had to return.
Dumb.
The thing about Zach that a lot of people don't realize is he does keep his pimp hand strong. He
Yeah.
does.
No,
The
I
only
do,
hand.
right when I
Yeah.
saw him, I was like, it's facts. On cap, that's busting for real. Right. No cap.
Wait, no snow cap? Well, like literally, I was sitting there like a 1,000-year-old man, and I was like, "What are some other phrases you kids use?
No,
is
you
no
guys
cap one? Is no cap one?
Yep.
That's good, right?"
It didn't,
man?
it didn't give me any confidence that they were looking it up on their phone. I was like, "What are you, fake Gen Z kids?
No,
like,
that's-
what did we get?"
That's
hard
the,
to know 'em all.
That's the most Gen Z thing to possibly do. Like,
I guess that's true.
hey, what are you kids
Yeah.
using? I don't know. Let's,
I don't know.
let's look it up.
What are we
Yeah,
doing?
that's true.
What kind of slang do we use?
Who are we?
Also, like, I feel like all the slang is from such a small sliver of Gen Z. Like, most people are like, yeah, no one says no cap. Like, it's seriousness. Like, it's Twitter speak. Like, people speak a certain way on social media. Like, no one's like walking into a room and like saying mids, you know?
But when they do, you're like, I thought I was the only one who knew. You know? Like, somebody told me something was mid the other day, and I was like, oh my God. For real.
How was that? You had a party downtown for the race, and it looked dope. And it's like you're a bit of a showman. You're a bit of a showman. You like a little theatrics.
Yeah.
And I liked the build up to that. I don't know what it was about. It was just for funsies, right? Like.
Yeah. Oh, the party was just like, fuck it. Yeah, let's just get some people together.
And then do you direct that back to like you as like an entertainer, or is it just like, let's just have a party and it's hosted by me?
Yeah, it was pretty much like that. And we ended up, it was like a appearance fee a little bit. Like, so we got like a percentage of the bar. Nice. So it was just like, yeah, let's just have a fun race day party.
So
that's awesome.
You're getting paid. Getting paid just to be places now.
I was trying to sell merch there because we knew we were gonna. It was like the day before the Indy 500, so we knew it was gonna be packed, and more people would come during the day, so it was just a win. And I was trying to sell merch there, but it was just chaos. So there's no way that was going to happen. But that was my big plan, was to like get out a lot of merch at that thing. But it was just so chaotic that nobody was like going to hand over money. And like, it was just, you had to have somebody like man a merch table, and that wasn't happening there.
How long was the event?
I think it was 12 to 4.
Okay. What was that last hour like? Was it wild? Like, that was the only thing I was
tell you. No, it was crazy.
Yeah. I woke up under the pool table.
The whole thing was so much fun.
That's what are your fans like when you meet them out in the wild? Like, are people just are they just regurgitating your bits? Are they just like, I love
a little bit?
Like I'm a weird fan of yours, you know, like because I love a good.
Love you, bro.
I love a good bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, thanks, I love a good bit. Everything you put out there is funny. So like when I watch a video, sometimes I forget like I know this guy. Or like I'll say something, I'm like, yeah, Ben Polizzi, and this is the weird level of fame that you're at. Everyone knows your videos, but when I'm like Ben Polizzi, people are like, who?
God,
no clue.
Is that good?
But then I'll be like, Glonky, and they're like, oh, the Glonky guy. Yeah.
People ask me about that dude all the time. Like last night, I think it's because I didn't think the show would impact anything that much, but like people will come up to me more and be like, dude, F-boy or nice guy. Like I didn't think it would be like that because I didn't know how many people knew about the show. But since I've been on that, it's been like a lot of people have come up to me and be like, who's buying this? So that'll be cool. But yeah, it's just all bros.
Now the Glonky guy, if you haven't seen it, it's I mean literally one of the biggest viral videos I feel like of the past 5 years.
It's like not even mine anymore. It's just like the internet. It is like I don't.
She belonged to the streets
for real. Like I have no control over that video. I got mad one time when like another TikTok account posted it and got like 20 million views, which means they get money in their pocket from that. So I was like, dude, at least tag me.
Yeah.
And I was like kind of shitty about it, but I was like, that's not even really like, that's just the internet's video now.
Yeah, like how many people are just retagging anything?
Yeah, it's just
like
it just went crazy.
Probably, yeah.
So if you're not in the loop, Ben had a very viral video where you were just kind of like doing man on the street interviews downtown in Indianapolis. You were on the circle.
Yeah, Joey filmed that actually.
And there's a guy who's obviously on hallucinogens, right?
So we just, you do man on the street stuff. You want to pick somebody pretty interesting to say something to.
Yeah.
Like, and you just, you go from there. And this dude was just faded. He had like one sleeve rolled up on his arm, one sleeve rolled up on his leg. He was wearing a beanie, sweatshirt, pants. Was 98 degrees outside. I was like, we got to talk to him. And then he just started going. And I was like, part of me was like, is he okay? Like, should we keep doing this? Like, does he know what's going on right now? Obviously not. Like, I almost didn't post it. Because I thought he was too, like, on drugs. I didn't want people to think I was, like, taking advantage of somebody. I was like, that might not be it. But we posted it. Bro,
it's, it's so lighthearted and it's so fun. You know, you're
it was all
asking
good
about song lyrics and stuff. But the big question is that I've always had, and I've seen, does anyone track this guy down? Has he tried to reclaim the fame, or has he been like, I don't want to be part of this?
I just don't even think he cares. Like, like he saw it and he was like, that's funny. Yeah.
Was it that guy?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. And then did you make Indianaland t-shirts from that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
want
I
one of
actually
those so
saw him
bad.
the next weekend walking around the circle, and I was like, should I even talk to him? Like, I'll never be able to do that again. That's just a once in a lifetime thing. And I didn't say anything to him. I was like, I'll probably see him around. I'll probably be like a regular in the circle. Never saw him again.
He had to move. He's like, this fame is too bad.
I don't know. Like, he's never even hit me up or anything. I'm like, come on.
Yeah,
he doesn't. Yeah.
I've DM'd him.
He wants no part of it. He's like, bro, I got other stuff going on.
He's in witness protection.
So we danced around a little bit, but like you're gonna be on HBO's F-Boy Island, hosted by Nikki Glaser.
Crazy.
First of all, how cool is Nikki Glaser? Like, how cool
She's
is
the
it?
best, dude.
Like,
she's like, it's just she's just like the glue of the whole show. Like, I kind of when I got there, I was like, is she an app? Nobody's really talking about her. It's like, it's just about us and the girls. But when like she stepped on like the stage, and it was like, we were like, okay, this is a real thing now.
Yeah,
dude, and she's so naturally funny, and it's just she killed. Like, it's her show.
Yeah.
It's her show.
It makes watching a reality show, like, I was just like, this is helmed by a comic. She put so much of her like self into the show that I was just like, I wanted to shit on it. It's called F-Boy Island. So like,
dude, it's a comedy.
Like I wanted to shit on it, and I was just like, I sat down to make fun of it. And then like 10 minutes in, I'm like, I'm a fan. Like this is funny. It doesn't take itself seriously.
No, that's the best part.
It's literally but
it does get kind of serious at times.
But it brings the audience in on the joke.
Yeah,
you know? So it's just like, hey, we all think this is funny. You know, like season 1, just like the idea of like when you get kicked off, you have to go do therapy and like obviously you're not sleeping on a rock, but like the idea that it's just like, we're just sleeping on a rock. Everyone's partying and watching us on the shitty part of the island. Like, that's hilarious. And just like all of her actual comedian jokes, like most shows are just hosted by like, you know, schmucks, you know, like, and so like being a comedian on it is so funny. So, I'm not sure how much you're allowed to say, but it's coming up. July 14th is dropping. We're gonna celebrate it. We're gonna have people over and have a viewing party. We're very excited. Yeah. Well, it's also Con Air Day. I mean, not like we're gonna watch Nicolas Cage in Con Air, and then we're gonna watch F-Boy Island.
It's weird that got double booked as a holiday.
Yeah. It's gonna be so much fun.
It's not every year that F-Boy Island drops on the same day as Con Air Day, but this year the stars have aligned.
Yeah. That was like one of my first questions going on the show. I was like, is Nikki Glaser going to host again? They're like, yeah. And I was like, all right.
That's dope.
It was kind of like a whole joke of me even going on that show because I just kind of did it. Somebody reached out to me in the DMs and I was like, whatever, I'll try it. And I just was kind of joking around with all the responses, like not being serious at all. And they just kept I just kept moving on in the casting process. They're like, what kind of girls do you like? And I'd be like, girls with divorced parents. Like, I was just saying stupid shit. Like, just like the most, like, just, and they were like into it. And it just kept going.
I saw something that was like in People Mag. It's out, so it's just like, I don't think it's a spoiler, but they were asking you about your personal life, and you're like, I just like eating rotisserie chickens in my car.
That's like what I was doing the whole show. It's just like being just completely honest with them. But yeah.
But there's a lot of promo out there right now. So if you go online, if you follow at F-Boy Island on Instagram, like they have some really good promo for the show. And you are featured heavily in the promo.
Yeah, man.
You got a speaking line in the promo.
That was big. I was like, I can't believe it. Because I was barely even in the little first drop. And I was like, did they delete me from the show?
This is a background character.
Yeah. But no, luckily, like that line. And I like this. I think you guys would do the same thing. Like, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this or not, but okay, before the show, we were all like in a hotel And then we went to the house. You don't just show up at a house, obviously.
Yeah.
They got to like put shit in place. So we're at a hotel. We can't see anybody. We don't know who anybody is because that's like against the rules and shit. Then they have a meeting with all these. They're like, okay, Ben, come down to the like lobby. We'll get you someone to like take you down here. And we go down there and there's 27 dudes that are going to be on the show. And they talk to us real quick, then we go back to our rooms. But in that time, I was just like writing roasts for all of them, because knowing later on, like in interviews and stuff, I was gonna have to use them. So I had some like writing pre-written lines and stuff that hopefully make it on the show. But that was one of them in the trailer. I was like, it smells like clock tattoos and cryptocurrency. Like I smell some F-boys. That was like right from the journal.
Yo,
yeah.
That's
I thought you guys.
That's so smart. That's amazing.
No, I mean you guys. It's not that smart.
No, but like no,
I did it.
But you really approached it as like
it was a straight up job.
Yeah, but like you really approached it like, I mean, you were billed as like a comedian, right? So like that was your job on the show.
Yeah,
and
I had to have something.
Yeah, and then you went in as a comedian would. Like that's great, like that's so smart.
Man.
We're out of time, man. Thank you so much for being on the show.
I loved it so much, man. I've never been this excited to do a podcast. Thank you for having me.
I hope you have enjoyed all the complex carbohydrates and high fructose
you have
corn
no
syrup
idea
that
how
you
good
ate
that
today.
stuff was. For real, this is so legit.
Why don't you drop a beat for me there, Zach? Ben Polizzi. I can't really help you on social media, but maybe one or two more followers.
Anything helps.
Where can people find you and follow you on social media?
At Benedict Polizzi on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, everything, Cameo, all that. Please follow, and yeah, man, thank you guys so much.
He's legit, hands down, the best follow you're gonna. If you don't have a TikTok, get a TikTok and just follow him. His videos are fucking hilarious, and he puts them out all the time. Thaddeus J. McKee.
I'm giving it over to Ben. I can't wait for the show to come out. I'm really excited. Like I've never been this excited for a show. And honestly, like me and my friends pass around your TikTok videos all the time. You're doing real things, doing big things. So
love you, bro. For real, mean it.
Zach Rome.
Is this when we drop our show, Brunch Boy Island? Are we saving that for later?
And thanks to Dyke for actually bringing up the show to me. He's the reason for everything.
Yeah, I'm hey, just give me a ride. That's all I need. Just give me a ride.
And your life will change.
I'll fix your life up.
Yeah, no, it's at Zach_Rowan. I didn't know if we were actually doing a real one.
Give yourself a boo, please. At Dyke Michaels on all social media, and obviously you love that After Brunch, patreon.com/harderbrunch commercial. So check us out. It's only $3. Really helps out the show, and you guys get so much extra content. We're going to be doing some fun stuff. Oh yeah, we have a big event coming up. Yes. On the 24th. We're going to be selling tickets. So check out our social media. We're going to have more stuff come out this week. This is what the CIA calls a slow drip, Zach. You just give them a little bit at first.
Yeah, what kind of event is it?
It's going to be part of our outdoor brunch series. It's going to be our backyard brunch.
Yeah.
Yep.
What is it? You seem like you're explaining it to like a parent that just.
I want to know what's going on.
Mom, this is just for our outdoor thing.
Yeah. You're trying to sneak into some party or something.
No. We're taking over. It's a friend of the show. He's Elliot. Rogers Klein, who's a trained chef. We're going to be doing a collaboration with him. We're going to be doing a 4-course meal in his backyard here in Irvington.
Oh.
In an undisclosed location. 5-course. Did I say 4? 5-course meal. We're going to be doing a bunch of tropical drinks. We're going to be doing a bunch of kind of beach island themed cocktails and food menu and stuff like that. We're going to have some local musicians come out and be playing some jams during
a pod there?
Well, and then we're going to do the podcast back here afterwards. We're going to talk all about it.
Oh, man.
But yeah, it's coming up in about 3 weeks. We'll have all that stuff up on social media this week and super limited number of tickets. So the second they drop, get them. It's going to be an experience you'll never forget.
Yes.
Busting on God for real, no cap.
Yeah.
No mid here. And we'll see you next time. Y'all stay bricked up.